Hey folks, welcome back to Vegas. I am Matt Peralt. It's time to pick the Armed Forces Bowl, Houston and Army. But before we do that, go to playpicks.com/bonus, playpicks.com/bonus. It's the holiday season, so go get some free money. And hey, it's the giving season, right? Why not get some better gifts for your girlfriend, your wife, your friends, whomever? Going to playpicks.com/bonus. We got a 4-0 run we're going on here in bowl season. Hop on board. Let's go. DKPicks.com. Also another great site, DKPicks.com. Check that site out as well for some great bonuses, some great information, some great New Jersey sportsbook information. And we're 4-0. That means you have to click subscribe. All right? Go click subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We're at like 890 or something like that. So help us get there. It takes 2 seconds. It's harmless for you, and you won't miss any of our picks. Matt Brown's killing the NFL. I've got bowl season off to a great start. 4-0 last weekend. Here we are going into week number 2. All right, Army and Houston in the Armed Forces Bowl. How about Army going for their first 11-win season in school history? This has been a great year for Army. They're coming off a really cool win over Navy. We took it at 7. The line kind of ping-ponged around between Army and Navy. It was a push for us. If you got it at 6.5, congratulations, you got the victory. But for the most part, Army -7 hit as a push, or -6.5, it hit for you if you went down with that. But Army and Navy, hard rival, 17-10 to win for Army. That's the last time we saw the Black Knights, who looked very good against their rival. But here we are against a much different opponent in Houston for the Armed Forces Bowl. To the lines we go. To DraftKings, Army -5, Houston plus the 5, that both at -110. Totals at 60 for that game. Plus 163 for Houston if you like the money line, and -200 for Army. Over at FanDuel, -4.5. Remember that for Army, and Houston plus 4.5. 60.5 the total on this game, and plus 170 for Houston on the money line. -200 for Army on the money line. Okay, so some stats here in this game, and there's some really interesting ones for Army. They're 10-2 on the year straight up. Just 6-4-2 against the spread, but coming off that big win over Army, some nice momentum, 10-win season, and it's the Armed Forces Bowl, right? This is a big deal for Army to be in this game. They beat Navy, they beat Air Force this year, so they win. Obviously they're the best of the Commander's Trophy. They're the best of the service academies by a ways this year. They've been favored for 8 straight weeks now. That's unbelievable. 8 straight games, 3-3-1 though against the number in those 7 prior weeks. Only one total all year for Army in a game that they played in where the total was 60 or higher. That was Hawaii, and that game went under, a 28-21 win for Army. They were 13.5-point favorites in that game. They didn't cover that line. This team averages 65 rushes per game. That's number 1 in the country. 298 yards rushing per game. That's second best in the country. But when they do pass, 10.2 yards per completion. That's because the defense is totally sucked in. They go over the top, and that's a pretty good mark. That's third best in the country for 10.2 yards per completion. Their defense, just 18.9 points per game given up. That's 14th best. 311 yards total offense given up defensively. That's 12th best in the country, but they do give up yards through the air, 7.9 yards per completion. That's not good. Turnover margin. They are averaging 1 more turnover than their opponent per game. It's a +1. That's really good. That's 6th best in the country. And while this is a team that loves to play ball control, keep the ball away from you, the team they're playing is the complete opposite. Houston is also a team that's playing without Ed Oliver. They are dead last in time of possession. That's a big stat for this one. What Army did to Oklahoma, the last time we saw Army face a team like Houston, up and down team, no defense, they nearly won on the road at Oklahoma. Okay, that's when Army kind of announced itself as like, we are good, we are here. This is not a typical Army team. We have recruited, we're here to show up, we're ranked, look out. So this Army team is not your typical Army team, and this could be big, big trouble for Houston. The Houston Cougars are 8-4 this year, straight up, 6-6 against the spread. They were underdogs in the last game of the year against Memphis, 9.5 points they were getting, and they got beat by 21. That's not good. No Ed Oliver. This kid's a top 5 talent. If you haven't seen Ed Oliver play yet, my goodness. Tom Herman recruited him to Houston, and this kid is going to be a dynamite player on Sunday. But he had a problem this year with his head coach. And was he hurt? Was he not? He was seen out kind of joking around, jumping around, and then he was on the sidelines in a 45-degree night, wanted to wear a jacket. Major Applewhite wasn't having it. Only players, only starters were wearing the team jackets. 2 guys almost get into a fight. Ed Oliver goes crazy. It's not been good. So Ed Oliver can't get out of Houston fast enough. He's got millions waiting for him. I've got no problem with kids that do this. If you don't want to be there, Don't risk it. Don't blow your knee out. Don't blow your ankle out, your shoulder, whatever. Go to the draft, young man. Have a phenomenal career. And if Ed Oliver goes to your team in the NFL, you're going to be really happy. He's a really good player. But their offense is really good too. Houston's averaging 44.3 points per game. That's 6th best in the country. 515 yards per game, 7th best in the country. But Clayton Tune, their freshman quarterback's got to play because Derek King is out for the year. Asking a lot against a pretty good Army defense. And here's a really big stat in this game and a really big key, I think, for Army's victory. I'm taking Army if you haven't been able to tell. Houston sucks at bowl games. If Houston loses in the Armed Forces Bowl, they'll be 4-12 over the last 16 bowl games. The last time they will have won a bowl game is 1980 in the Garden State Bowl against Navy. Yuck. Not good. They lost in Vegas to San Diego State after Tom Herman left. Can't blame them. Herman leaves. They don't show up. But then last year, they didn't play well either in the Hawaii Bowl. They lost to Fresno. I just think this is Army's year. I think this is too much Army. I think the Black Knights are going to come in here fired up, going for 11 wins, going to win a bowl game, going to show out in the Armed Forces Bowl. I think with a team that plays ball control versus a team that doesn't, I think Army's going to win this game. I think it's like a 24-17 type victory for Army. I'm going to take the under in this game, under 60.5, because of the fact that Houston doesn't control the ball. Army's going to dominate time of possession. It's going to be a ball hog type of game. They're going to run the clock. They're going to run the ball down the throats of Houston. No Ed Oliver. That defense is a mess. They're not going to stop it. I think this game might get really it could get away. It could get away. It could be like a 31-17 type victory. It could get away from Houston here. I don't think they're going to look very good in this bowl game. I like Army laying the points, laying 4.5, laying 5, and I'm taking the under 60.5 in the Armed Forces Bowl. I'm Matt Peralt here on PlayPicks.com. Do us a favor, hit subscribe. Tell us what you like. Give me your prediction on these bowl games in the comment section. Go down, click in. Tell me who you're taking in the Armed Forces Bowl. Do you like Houston? If so, tell me why I'm wrong about Army. Tell me what you like about the Cougars coming up in this bowl game. And definitely go to playpicks.com/bonus, dkpicks.com as well. Great no deposit bonuses, all the great sportsbook information in New Jersey. And stay with us here on PlayPicks throughout bowl season.